Hello, this is Miss Bogey here. Today we're going to be doing a brief review of addition and subtraction before you do some practice on your own. So this morning we're going to start with addition. And when you think about addition, I want you to think about when you add something, or when we're talking about addition, is a number going to get bigger or is a number going to get smaller? For example, I have some magnets here from my class, and if I add another magnet, did the amount here get larger or smaller? And let's check. So I started with 1, 2, 3, 4. If I add 1, now let's count how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Did you count with me? So our number got bigger when we added. So when we are writing our math problems, I'm hoping you've already gotten lots of practice, but when we do addition, we use a special sign. Do you remember what this sign is called? It looks like this, and it's called a plus sign. And the way I want you to think about the plus sign is that when we are adding, we are putting together. So the plus sign is what we use when we are putting things together to make a bigger number. So for example, if we use my magnets that I just had, I started, let me make sure I write this correctly, started with 4. And do you remember how many I added? I added 1, and that gave me a total of, I don't remember, so I'm going to go back and count the objects to make sure I'm remembering correctly. So here I've got my magnets. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's the 4 I started with. I added this little guy, so that was plus 1. That was my 1 here. And how many does that total or equal? Let's count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. So don't forget, if you're going to be making your own problems, that we always have our plus sign and our equal sign. So our problem would read 4 plus 1 equals 5. Great job, everybody. So now, subtraction's really fun because subtraction is just the opposite of addition. And what we mean by that is that when we're subtracting, we're actually making the number get smaller instead of bigger. So here, do you remember how many we had? If you're not sure, let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in subtraction, we take away and make the number smaller. So if I have 4 objects, and I take away or subtract 1, how many do I have left over? And the answer is 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's show what that would look like before we begin our extra practice. All right, so how many did we start with? We started with 5. And do you remember what the subtraction sign looks like? If you remember, can you show me with your arm what it looks like? Does a subtraction sign look like this? I don't think so. How about this? So our subtraction sign, we're just going to make a straight line across to show minus or take away. And in this case, we took away 1. So 5 minus or 5 take away 1 is, and that was 4. Notice that when we have 5 and we take away 1, it's 4. And when we had 4 and we added 1, it gave us 5. That's a pretty neat trick that you can use a little bit later. So now it's your turn to complete the addition and subtraction activities submitted in this e-learning assignment. If you don't have the paper or you're not able to print them out, just complete 4 addition and subtraction problems on your own. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon.